It's the NFL on EA Sports, and our focus is on George Pickens. He was excellent a week ago, turning his catches into nearly 180 yards. It's the Browns and the Titans under the lights on Monday night.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Lawrence to throw. He finds his man Johnson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. Able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be led out by the former #3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game. No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now it's Peterson. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And it's taken in at the 9. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
They begin this drive with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes out a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And now Chenault on the end around. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window. Fit that one into, in this case, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Zane Gonzalez, the former Browns kicker, out for the field goal against his old teammates. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lance. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Lance looking to throw it. Man open, here's Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. Dancing to his left. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd and goal, Lance. Touchdown! Jelani Woods, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And a Jelani Woods touchdown catch capped things off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him
and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the draw, it's Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd down and goal. Lawrence back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Lawrence. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he comes back with one complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. To throw again on second down. Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. Lance now on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Browns to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27th. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Lance going to throw. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now play fake. Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 12, Lance. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. On play action, Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Lance again going to keep it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of...
Touchdown, Browns! George Pickens with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Browns set to take over. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Lance. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get on. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. And Lance now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Lance. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Back to throw. Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. George Pickens from 4 yards out. And the Browns are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance
Out to his left. That is caught at the 7.
And the Browns are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go play.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
From the 29, Lawrence. Here's Johnson with a reception. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Open man is Higgins.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Flush to his right.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. This will be caught at the 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary football, especially